Support for the show comes from Amazon Prime. You might think of Prime as only a way to get fast, free delivery, or maybe as the place to stream movies, shows, and sports. But it's actually way more than that. Maybe you've got a passion or a hobby. Prime can help you get the most out of it. Whether you're streaming documentaries on marine animals, ordering action figure stands with free one-day delivery, or finding the perfect playlist to impress that special someone, Prime makes it easier and faster to do what you love. Whatever you're into, it's on Prime. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to get more out of whatever you're into.
All right.
Ready.
Let's just get to the chase. Who do you want, Sinner or Alcaraz? All right. Thanks, everyone. See you later.
Sinner. Match number 15.
All right.
All right.
Sinner Kopriva. Sinner Poprin, second round. Shapovalov, Fucsovics. All right. Well, I have Sinner in the fourth round. It would take something crazy for me not to choose Jannik Sinner at this time and place on a hard court. Obviously, the question mark is he was sick in Cincinnati. What's this week going to look like? Just saw him playing full sets out there, so looks like he's past the worst of it, at least. I think this was the first time he had actually played and practiced since the final in Cincinnati when he pulled out.
Yeah, but we just saw him practicing. I don't know how much you could, I don't know how much you could tell from that, but he's back on the court. What can we say about the guy? He won the previous major. He's a defending champion. He won Australia. He's ranked number one.
You're looking at someone who's going to be, like, for context, Alcaraz and Sinner, with where they stand in their total major counts already, I always try to remind people that, like, names like Becker and Edberg won 6. These guys are, like, already approaching those names, like, in real time. They're that special already. I think both of them win 10 majors at some point, which, for historical context, is more than McEnroe, is more than Agassi, is more than Connors, is one shy of Borg. These are the we get spoiled by the big three, but let's not ignore the rest of history and how special these two are in real time already. I have Sinner through to the fourth round. Bublik is like full confusing conquer method. I have Marin Cilic winning first round against Bublik.
Whoa. Former champions get the nod.
He has won here 2014 over Kei Nishikori, proved himself slam ready at Wimbledon. I have Tommy Paul going through to the fourth round of that section. I have Sinner, Chicken Dinner in the quarterfinals. What do you got, JW?
Tommy Paul is great. It's just a question of what kind of health he is in.
Yeah, it's a question mark. I think Cilic is in with a real shot to the fourth round. I'm going to take Tommy Paul just because when healthy he is there, but I have Sinner going through to the quarters. Another thing, if you look at Shapovalov on line 8, 27 in the world, he was down playing challengers, 150 in the world, former top 10 guy, really flashy, really fun, has gone back and gone through the minor leagues of tennis, back up to being a seeded player. So props to Denis Shapovalov also for making his way back into the conversation. Musetti
you like that.
Petchy Pericard first round. And Petchy Pericard into the quarters of Winston-Salem yesterday. Has found a little bit of form, has been up and down. JW can't get enough of this guy.
I'm duty-bound to pick this guy. You have never seen never mind the first, you've never seen a second serve like this guy. You know how last night we saw Sarah Ronnie was serving like 72-mile-an-hour first serves, very effectively, by the way. But Pericard's second serve is like high 120 sometimes. And Musetti is obviously a fine player, but has really struggled since he got off clay. I feel like I'm duty-bound to pick that upset. You like that or no?
I don't hate it. It's a weird matchup. Like Musetti's not gonna give any rhythm. He likes to be able to work rallies. He likes to hit that chip down the line. He likes to create height on the second ball that gets up above his shoulders. Like, none of that is going to be possible because Pericard is like feast or famine. He's not going to hit 3 balls in a row. If Petchy Pericard plays this match the right way, that's an absolute pick-em. I'll tell you what it does do. Because I have no idea who's getting through that match, it makes me want to take Kaboli through to the fourth round.
Yeah, I have that.
Ooh. Just because, it's tough to pick. If it's a pick-em first round, I certainly can't march Musetti through to the fourth round, right? I like Kaboli in that section. Go out and cheer for Jensen Brooksby. I don't have him going through to the fourth round. I have Kaboli going through. But if you can, please go and cheer your asses off for Jensen Brooksby.
Well done.
Diallo in the next section. I have him over Zoomer. I have Diallo through to the third round. Jack Draper has not played competitive tennis outside of mixed doubles.
It looks pretty competitive.
Since Wimbledon. Jack Draper has elevated into the conversation where he is so good that I worry less about recency bias. Up through Wimbledon, or going into Wimbledon, I thought he had been the third best player in the world this year. He has skipped a couple of steps, right? Last year, this time, 40-something in the world, makes the semifinals here, loses a tough one to Sinner. You think, okay, he's going to settle in. He's going to be that guy who's 20 in the world. Nope. Skip steps. He is a top 5 player. I don't see him leaving the top 10 anytime soon. I have Jack Draper through to the quarterfinals. Rematch against Jannik Sinner from last year's semifinal. JW?
It's so boring. Keep in mind, Draper also much different surface. Draper won Indian Wells. Did you guys see last night? Did anyone? You guys are hardcore tennis fans. Did you guys happen to see Diallo? His opponent broke his serve. You see that? The opponent broke his serve and then celebrated. Diallo got upset. The guy was emoting too much, and the response was, "Well, you've got a really good serve, so if I break it, I need to celebrate."
Did the guy do cartwheels or a handstand?
And then he
or
won the
just
match.
happy?
May have been a little excessive fist pumping, but anyway, Diallo actually lost that match, but he's a nice player. I'm so bored. I mean, I'm so boring. I'm the exact same as you. Draper to beat Kaboli, but I have Sinner Draper, that's a replay of last year's semi.
Yeah, I have Sinner through to the semis. I have, I'll save you that. I'm not done with Sinner yet.
All right.
Alex Zverev in the top of the next section. FAA is the seed. Lefty Tabilo. Actually, Zverev likes playing lefties. When you have a really strong backhand, you tend to return serve of lefties a little bit better. Bautista Agut, Fernley. Gael Monfils in the house.
Yeah. Another guy for watch him while you can.
That's right. Literally has no enemies on earth. All right, screw it. I'll be a victim of that applause. I have Monfils going through to the third round.
All right.
Whoa.
I don't know if I believe it, but that
beating-
was a fun little piece of applause. I like that. I'll take the feedback. You're not going to like this, though. Judging by a couple of the boo, I like Alex Zverev through to the fourth round. Listen, I'm not changing it. Clear-cut top player in the world. Has played well in Canada, played well again in Cincy. Had some physical issues. I saw his brother this morning. I was at the gym this morning, and I saw his brother. Is that how we do it, JW?
Yeah. Ab day for you, too?
Except one of us is telling the truth. I saw him at the gym this morning, and said he's fully recovered. He was actually just out there practicing with one Novak Djokovic. I have Zverev through to the fourth round. Rublev in that section. Rublev, quarterfinals Canada, quarterfinals Wimbledon, quarterfinals Cincinnati. Are we sensing a theme? Hasn't been to the semis of a major
I was going to say,
yet.
quarterfinal at every major.
I don't see anything stopping him. I like him through the fourth round against Zverev. I like Zverev through to the quarterfinals. Ooh, this is interesting. Hachinov, finalist in Canada. I love a silent K, don't you, Hachinov?
Aaron.
I don't know, just pronounce it with an H.
You call him Aaron.
Aaron
in Indiana's own, Vasa Moretti.
Aaron Hachinov. I can't do it. Cerundolo. Oh, if anyone listens, I just get in trouble with Cerundolo. I can't do it again. I'm going to take him. Actually, nope, I'm not. Arnaldi. I'm going to go Arnaldi through to the fourth round. Third round, Hachinov through to the fourth round. You like anything different than that?
I sadly, what do we think of 57-58? You're calling upset on that?
57-58.
Tsitsipas, who's really struggling.
Hasn't played well here. Yeah, I'll go upset special, but only because I have Demon in the fourth round, and it's really not going to matter too much. Alex
We like the Demon. We like the Demon.
So listen, everyone who has a child here who goes and definitely go watch the Sinners, go watch the Alcarazes, go watch the Greats. Also go watch Demon. Because he is a maximizer. He literally has taken everything that he has physically and made himself into the best possible, most effective version of a tennis player. Watch the Sinners, all world. Not everyone is capable of creating the power and the speed of Sinner. A lot of us just weren't born that way. Just a fact. Demon absolutely maximizes as much of his ability, much the same as Sinner maximized the most of his ability. If you have kids, go watch people like Alex de Minaur. Never mails it in, never has a bad day, works his butt off, and is going to be a quarterfinalist here at the U.S. Open.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's right.
Really?
I said it. You have Hatchinoff?
You know what? You could do a similar kind of address of Hatchinoff, who is physically more imposing than Alex de Minaur, but another guy who just is a consummate professional and doesn't cut corners. He's had good success here, and nice summer. Got to the finals of Canada, and not the flashiest guy. He's not the guy who's necessarily getting the Laver Cup invite, but he's just a pro's pro. Both of those guys for very different reasons. But I like. After all that big wind-up, I like Hatchinoff. Yeah.
I like Zverev's in the semis, Sinner's in the finals. That's what I have.
What you got, John?
I know. I wish we were like fighting like a real debate show.
Should we pretend like we're an ESPN show and just come up with ways to fight each other for a half hour?
What are you talking about?
Should we do? I cannot believe. Let me tell you about what he. All right. Anyways, if you know, you know. Novak Djokovic up.
Wait. Wait. Remember about half an hour ago, a gentleman walked by screaming at Andy saying Lerner Team's going to win this thing?
That guy, I will never see him again in my life because he owes me $100 because Lerner Tien's not beating Novak Djokovic first round. He was the loudest, and he was not going to stick around to make that bet a reality. Novak Djokovic, I mean, he's kind of playing tennis this year, and he's made 3 semifinals and Grand Slams at 38 years old. Like, how about Novak Djokovic and what he's still doing? Novak Djokovic, I have going through to the third round. So if you, this is a fun section.
There's some tasty
First round,
here.
Cam Norrie, Sebastian Korda back this week, has been injured, and Sebastian Korda is one of those guys who's so talented. If he actually had a healthy 12 months, you feel like he would be top 10 in the world.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's a controversial thing to say. You hope that he finds that extended run of health at some point. Won a tough 3-setter yesterday in Winston-Salem. That is what he needs going into this U.S. Open. He needs those 3-setters. He doesn't need the rest. He needs those match conditions. Cam Norrie's a brutal draw.
That's a tough draw, though, right?
If you're Seb Korda, and you need to find some space in the draw. Mickelson, Komasana. Komasana's been winning matches. Just saw him practicing with Sinner on center court. This is a tough one. I have Alex Mickelson going through to the third round in that section. If, and this is a huge if Mickelson can somehow get through tonight while having to pull my behind through an exhibition match against Del Potro and Fonseca, he deserves to win the tournament. I'll tell you that much right now. I don't know that I've met Alex Mickelson before. I cannot wait to play with him. He has made a lot of progress in the last little bit. You don't hear a bad word about him. His coaches swear by his work ethic. Right. I hope he makes a deep run in slams. I have full faith that he will. I don't know that I can get him past Novak in the third round here yet. Not something I would be ashamed to tell him if he's angry about the show here in 3 or 4 hours when we're playing inside of that stadium tonight. I have Novak through to the fourth round. JW, any problem with that?
No, keep an eye for those of you scoring at home. Darwin Blanche, 76 on your draw sheet. Very young prospect who's won a lot of matches the last few weeks at all different levels. Juniors at Kalamazoo, but also at Winston-Salem. A lot of talent. Nice to see him in the main draw here. Yeah, Alex Mickelson, we don't talk about him as much as we probably should. Craig Boynton is a nice addition. But no, I mean, the big picture here on this quadrant, if you're Novak, not a lot of complaints about your draw.
No, I don't think so. A lot of big things to come for Lerner Tien. Not sure it's at this year's U.S. Open with Novak, but that's going to be a fun one. I'm sure that'll be on Ash. One of the first 3 nights as we project to the next section. I don't know. The Francis Tiafoe tax here in that building is real, I think. He could not win many matches coming into this event, and somehow you can just slot him in for a deep run here at the U.S. Open. Lights up this crowd, knows what to do with this crowd. Nishioka first round, Darwin Blanche, who Jon Wertheim mentioned. If you're looking at, okay, who are the young players from America that could potentially be big stars? You can't teach 6'4", you can't teach lefty. Darwin Blanche has all of those things. He is someone to look at if you get a chance. Go watch him. I don't know if he makes much of an impact this year, but he's someone we will be talking about on the American side. Has done most of his training in Spain, which I think is a good thing at this point. So fully support JW's observation there. I have Francis Tiafoe in this section. I have Holger Rune. Van de Zandschulp. First round.
Yeah, remember last year.
Did he beat someone good here last year?
I think it was a gentleman named Carlos Alcaraz.
Guy named Carlos Alcaraz. I have Tiafoe through to the fourth round to play Novak. I have Novak through to the quarterfinals of the U.S. Open.
Whoa.
Oh, give me the low.
All right, so you have I have
Tiafoe beating Rune in the third round.
Okay, I have Rune beating Tiafoe, and I have Novak beating Korda, Novak beating... Yeah, I have Novak at least in the quarters. And then you figure, all right, let's keep going. Yeah, men's.
The what now? No, don't want to say it again. Okay, just once was good for those who didn't. Okay, Menchik is an interesting one because it looked like after Miami he was going to take off. He's had some strange score lines. For someone that big, he's had some 2 and 4s, some 3 and 2s, some really kind of Wimbledon. I forget who he lost to. I can't remember all of it on a blind draw show, but got run out of the room at Wimbledon after a while. This feels like it's a wide open section. Anyone heard of a guy named João Fonseca?
Yeah. Whoa.
Boo.
Nice.
He hasn't even been around long enough to boo. What are you kidding me? The guy's been around for a cup of coffee. Give me a break.
Yeah, boo a teenager making his debut. I think that realistically, the hype train has gotten its gears stuck a little bit, but still, there's so much power, so much potential. That's a tough first-round match.
Kecmanovic is no joke first round. Fonseca has a really tough draw.
Yeah.
Kecmanovic to play Mahac. I don't know. I want Joao.
Yeah, put him in there.
In the third round.
Give the kid a break.
Let's go Menchik. Let's go Fonseca Mania in the fourth round. Why not? I agree with John. I think the hype train has probably surpassed what we've seen thus far, but the power's in there. You can't argue with the raw talent of this kid. And it would be pretty fun if he was able to make a run. If you listen to our shows, you all know I love Brandon Nakashima. Mm-hmm. Ethan Quinn has made a lot of progress this year. I like Nakashima through the third
shout
round.
out Ethan Quinn.
Taylor Fritz. His run last year was just so much fun. I have so much respect for Taylor Fritz. I have Taylor Fritz going through to the quarterfinals against Novak, and I don't want to choose this one. You go first. You go first.
Yeah,
we're doing you can do an audience poll.
Let's
audience poll.
We never have a live audience, so let's do this. So we're gonna do it based on noise. Okay. So the first people, I want to hear as loud as you can. If there's a hypothetical matchup, Novak versus Fritz in the quarterfinals, who thinks Novak's going to win?
Yeah. All right, that's pretty good.
Okay. My favorite thing is you hear it and some people go
that's how we are.
It's a possibility. It's just a possibility that Novak might make the semis of the U.S. Open. Yeah, okay. Who's Fritz? Who's Team Taylor?
USA.
Whoa.
All right,
sold. Wait, we need any experiment. We need a control group.
How's
Luca Nardi.
No,
not so much.
I like this fan show because it allows me to just
exactly.
say,
When you guys said it.
You chose for me.
Taylor
/
Fritz.
I don't want to make the pick.
We're still going to make you pick for your bracket.
Yeah.
Do what?
We're still going to make you pick for your bracket.
All right.
Who's still going to
Taylor Fritz.
Why are you such a wet blanket? Whatever. All right, Fritz through the semis based on the served fan vote. Has Ben Shelton played any good this summer?
Look at that number 6 by his name.
He is a legit top 6 player. That number next to his name is not an accident. I don't know who's in his section.
What do you think?
Ben is in the quarterfinals in my draw, and with emphasis and with confidence, Ben is in the top 6 in the world, and he's not leaving it for a very, very long time.
Whoa.
Cass, let's go with. I'm going to go with Lehechka to the 4th round. Ben beating him in the quarters. What do you like there,
I
JW?
think mixed doubles specialist Casper Ruud, who has not had a great season off of clay, but a former finalist here, I have him. But I have Shelton into the quarters as well.
Opelka Alcaraz first.
There we go. Think that might be under the lights?
I love tennis. Do what? Opelka and straights? Oh, okay. Yeah.
First tennis.
The honeydew strikes again.
That guy Alcaraz definitely hasn't earned the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, he definitely doesn't. Yeah. I'm obviously not going to pick against Carlos Alcaraz, but if you could have Carlos sit down and go through, okay, who are the 5 guys that are unseeded that you don't want to see first round of this tournament? One of them would be Riley Opelka. Right. I'm just telling you, there's a lot. It's hard to take the racket out of Carlos's hands. Opelka's probably one of the few that can do it. Can he do it over the course of 5 sets? Right. Maybe. I'm not going to pick it. He might. Notice how everyone who says something crazy then walks away right away? Like, you're like the 4th person who's done that. Alcaraz is sorry, he's going to lose. See you, man.
Canardi.
In the top section there, this hurts me because one of my favorite players ever. Talk about maximizing your game. Talk about taking what you have straight to the top of the rankings. Daniil Medvedev is an unbelievable player, former champion here. He lost to a guy named Bonzi early at Wimbledon, and guess who he plays first round here?
Yeah. Buckaroo Bonzi.
Bonzi!
Who also, Bonzi, too, had a nice Cincinnati as well.
Yeah. That's a matchup issue. I have Davidovich Fokina through to the 4th round to lose to Alcaraz. I just can't choose against Alcaraz. I'm going to go out on a limb, everyone.
What do you say?
I have a Sinner Alcaraz final. Anyone else?
What?
I have Jannik Sinner winning the U.S. Open.
I know. So we picked.
Don't yell at me. Do the QR code.
I know. I feel like we picked both.
Go prove it. We'll give away a bunch of merch or something else to whoever beats us.
Wait, we've got like 5 minutes, so just real quick, curious. Yeah, I mean, realistically, if we're doing this in good faith, how do you not pick either Alcaraz or Sinner? Show of volume. Who thinks Alcaraz is getting revenge for Wimbledon? Who thinks Sinner defends his title?
It's pretty even.
Who thinks Opelka's going to win in straights first round against?
I gotta say, it's really hard to pick against Jannik Sinner, isn't it?
On a hard court, it's rough. I had Alcaraz winning at Roland Garros. I had Alcaraz winning at Wimbledon. 1 out of 2 ain't bad, but if you take Sinner's dominance on all surfaces and then you make the conversation even more specific to hard courts over the last 2 years, it has been amazing what he has been able to accomplish. You can't go. I first started saying this about Roger, and then Rafa, and then Novak, Alcaraz. You can't go through him because he's too good there. You can't go around him.
Right.
What do? I get asked the question, what would you do if you were coaching someone against Sinner? And I still don't have a great response. Past, you can't make it predictable. I know that. So you're going to have to do something nuts, which is risky. Well, there's no good answer to that question. It's kind of similar to prime Novak, right, where it's like his defensive skills are so good, but if you leave the ball hanging, he's going to put you away. You can do it off both sides, can hit line off both sides, can hit cross off both sides, returns great, serves so much better. You know, you can boo my pick if you want, but I doubt you can make an argument as to why I'm crazy for making it at this point.
Support for the show comes from Amazon Prime. Prime is more than just fast, free delivery. It's your go-to for streaming music, movies, and sports. Plus, it's also a great way to connect with the things you love. Into skiing? Stream ski films on Prime Video even when the slopes are bare. Love fishing? You can get new gear delivered fast and be back by the water in no time. Planning your next big trip? Prime helps you get everything you need faster than you can write your out-of-office email. Whatever you're into, it's on Prime. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to get more out of whatever you're into.